Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for inviting me to speak. Our office is a large office. We have 600 ADAs and about 800 non-legal support professionals. We serve 2.8 million people in Brooklyn, and we process between 70 and 80,000 cases a year. Our recruitment numbers really dipped around COVID and the George Floyd time, but I'm happy to say they have come up in the last couple of years. I'd like to start by showing you our recruitment video today, but a quick shout out to Nell Christensen because I had seen at a meeting a few years ago a wonderful recruiting video that she had created for her office in Las Vegas, and I loved it and I tried to emulate it. So hopefully I'll be able to share it.
So when people think of what is the capital of the world, where is the mecca of the globe, they're going to think New York, the city of New York. But then when you start drilling down and asking them, well, what about that? They start talking about places in Brooklyn.
Brooklyn is my home. Its culture, its diversity, its strength. And this office reflects all that Brooklyn is.
The thing that I always tell people who are interested in joining our office is the opportunities that we get and the pace that we get them is far faster than our peers in whether it's other district attorneys' offices or other areas of the law.
The best part of being an assistant district attorney is not only wanting to help people, but actually having the ability to help people.
If you are able to be a part of this Brooklyn DA community, you will find it more rewarding than anything else you've ever done.
Every single day. In every single bureau that we have here in the Brooklyn District Attorney's Office, we are impacting somebody.
It is going into court.
It means ensuring that you can come to court and petition any harm that's happened to you.
It's knowing that you're making a difference in the lives of the people that you advocate for. It's knowing that you're helping to keep Brooklyn safe.
It means being able to give back to people who unfortunately can't defend themselves or advocate for themselves.
It's speaking to victims and witnesses and law enforcement.
You're going to have courtroom experience on day one of your job. You will not have that in most private practice settings. And you may have trial experience in months or the early years of your profession here, and you are less likely to have that in other prosecutor offices.
I grew up in this office, and I've had many opportunities to advance throughout my career. This is a place where everyone has a chance to rise through the ranks.
The DA's office here in Brooklyn is not just a cookie-cutter DA's office. We're able to look into each aspect of a case, and it's very empowering in a way, and also you're able to advocate for your victim or your city or for Brooklyn.
Hi, I'm Brooklyn District Attorney Eric Gonzalez. Here in Brooklyn, we fight every day to keep people safe and to build trust with the communities we serve by ensuring fairness and equal justice for all. Join us and make a difference.
I am Brooklyn.
This is Brooklyn.
We are Brooklyn.
Welcome to Brooklyn.
Okay,
we're all ready to join your office.
which would be great. At the moment, we have two hiring initiatives going on. One is geared toward our regular end of August new class of assistant district attorneys. And we have another initiative where we're hiring attorneys at all levels for many different positions in the office. So I'm going to start talking about our recruiting for August 2026. I think our best recruiting tool is our summer internship program. It's really geared toward students going into their third year, although we do take a few students going into their second year. I think the 8-week program is the best way we could get to know them and they can get to know us, and we could sell ourselves. While we can't wine and dine them like the firms do, we have other things going for us, like the work that we do, which is so interesting and rewarding. And I think different than a lot of the firms, there's so much camaraderie in district attorneys' offices. So during our internship, we have spent a lot of time and resources trying to make it the best experience it can be. We have weekly lectures where leaders from different areas in the office talk to people about the different things that we're doing here. We have trips planned for them to the ballistics lab, to the DNA lab. We have them do opening statements at the end of the summer based on a case that they've been working on during the summer. And we really try to weave them into the social fabric of the office. So they're playing softball with us. We have a soiree in June at the South Street Seaport that they're invited to, and they're invited to our Coney Island Day. And many of the interns, when they're interviewing with me, really talk about how they felt so warmly welcomed here, and they felt that people were really interested in teaching them and helping them. And I think that's, obviously very important. And that is what draws a lot of our interns to then apply here. The internship program has been very successful for us. We've hired about half of our class that starts in August are our interns. Another recruiting tool, I think, is our externship programs, which we have with several local schools. New York Law School and Brooklyn Law School is a year-long program, and we recruit a lot of those students. We have also programs with Columbia and NYU, but I would say those haven't been as strong in recruiting. I think they're important touches for students to understand the work that we really do here. But most of the students at those schools we've seen go into big law. We did have an extern, though, from 2018, Columbia, who has joined us about a year and a half ago. He had a few years in big law and decided that he wanted to change. So maybe we'll have more of that in the future. We have a strong alumni network that I rely upon and get a lot of references from. I've also been practicing in Brooklyn for a really long time, so I know a lot of members of the private defense bar, and we've had a lot of success also getting calls from them on people that they're referring. We do OCI interviews. We've already done 43 this year, 43 different schools. We also accept applications for students who don't want to go through OCI. We've been involved in this Real Scholar program from Fordham Law School, which are for students who are just beginning law school, first generation college and law school. And they're involved in kind of a boot camp for a few weeks before they begin their first year. And they spend a morning with us during that 2-week period where we talk to them about the different things that we're doing here at the DA's office. And I put together a panel of our diverse stars in the office to talk to them about what made them choose this career, what has kept them here all these years, and the great things in terms of the rewarding work that they're doing. We had a lot of great feedback from that program. Many of the students have told us they would have never really considered becoming prosecutors, but now they really are going to consider it. We're too early in the program. I've only done it for 2 summers, so I don't know yet if that will prove true, but we will see. We also have a lot of college internship programs, both in the summer and during the year. And the summer program from last year, we hired 5 college graduates to become paralegals here, and then they hope to be going to law school. In terms of our initiative hiring lateral attorneys, we've circulated a recruitment flyer, shall I say, at different law schools, maybe targeted to alumni who are perhaps looking for a change. We've advertised in many different places, the New York Law Journal, this New York City Gov link. We have some of our, on our office's LinkedIn account, we've advertised. And I think the best way to perhaps reach out to candidates is from people in the office who know people who are looking for a change. We've hired, as part of this lateral push, we've so far hired a few attorneys from Big Law. We've hired ADA from Texas who's been practicing for 20 years. We hired an ADA from Chicago who's been practicing a couple years. So hopefully we'll be able to get many more people.
I thought what was great about your video is that you focused on the trial work and how that's very exciting to young lawyers, and also the amount of responsibility that they're given early in their careers, which I've seen other videos that talk about how they're doing justice, but this sort of focused on things that I think would appeal to young people. So
that's what we were trying to accomplish.
Are you conscious, has anybody left who's been in one of your videos or your recruitment material, and do you consciously edit things to make sure if someone leaves that they're not in the materials, or do you not care? Because I mean, I'm asking because that's come up for us.
That's a great question. No one featured in this particular video has left yet, but you know, I don't know if I would change it immediately if they did, because I still think the video is so powerful, even if they have left and decided to go on to great other great things.